I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling, I'm happy again. Well, this new 3-in-1 product is nothing less than astonishing. I think you're going to be pretty impressed with the results. Just give me one more minute. And strap yourself in. I think this is something that you are most definitely going to probably want to purchase for yourself. Completely genius product. Almost ready for the big reveal. That's right, just like downtown, it's actually a 5-in-1 product. So you're gonna get a shampoo, conditioner, body wash, clean shave, and the bonus, the genius, a freshly pressed dress shirt, so you're ready for your day. It's genius. How can you go wrong? Don't worry. Once again, there will be a link down below so you can get a supply. Fresh, pressed on. Yeah, so I had fun doing that little video. I spent way more time on it than I should, but I'm trying to have fun with this, and it probably shows. And part of the reason that I did that, I got up and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna, I got this stupid idea about doing some kind of, video in the shower. Well, you saw it, so I don't need to explain it, thank God. But I have to be real transparent here. Lately, I'm having fun and I'm upbeat and I'm, doing my videos and everything like that. But the reality of this move sometimes starts to really, really hit me. And, there's certain little milestones and things that happen. And as I watch my flight countdown and as I document it, it's even more real because I'm looking at it in these real specific timelines and chapters. And honestly, I've been having a wicked case of insomnia. I haven't had it for a long time. And, it seems like, I don't know, after 40, your sleep starts to get jacked in general. Maybe not. I hope that doesn't happen for everybody. But, the days of laying down and then just waking up 9 hours later, that passed me a long time ago. So I've been wrestling with sleep and then starting this channel, which is fun. I'm really enjoying it and learning all the different components and editing and thinking about different scenes and stuff I want to share. So it's fun, but it also gets my brain kind of fired up. I know what you're thinking, dude, you need to keep thinking about your content a little bit more. But there's days, and if you turn out to be a person that's doing something like this, kind of a bold move to sell it all and change your business model, and move to a faraway place, there's times that you're gonna doubt your decision. Not that I'm doubting it. I'm not doubting it in the least. But the stress of it and selling all this stuff and the constant, posting of things and all the transactions and my space, I'm a little tired right now. And my sleep is not so good. I think you better anticipate some of that. I think you better... It's not just linear. I think it would be really hard to make this decision and go like, yep, that's what I'm doing, and then just boom, right to the finish line. No stopping, no doubting, no do not pass go, no collecting 200. if you're a unique personality and you can pull it off like that, but I think most people are going to have some ups and downs, and I'm having them lately, and it's just energy. And if I have a day where I don't just feel like it was really productive, I'm not saying I go into a panic, but I'm like, damn, I needed to get things more, I needed to knock more things out. And so I just have to keep like, you're on track, you started early, which I did, thankfully, because if I'm not mistaken, I'm now 83 days away. And the time's moving very quickly because, I remember when I hatched this plan some time ago, wasn't 100% sure, but it was like, wow, that's still a far off, still a far off time frame, and it's not anymore. And so there's going to be times that you just you take a day off, and it's like, okay, I didn't produce anything, I didn't get a bunch of stuff done because I still have some, I got some big things to do, and I'm going to cover some of those things in detail about some medical stuff that you might want to consider. Not medical advice. Don't get medical advice on social media, but suggestions on things that I'm doing, and getting my car sold and getting a will put together. It's a lot of logistical things that one has to do. At least I do. To pull this off and feel good about it and feel like, I've covered most of my bases. You're never going to cover all of them, but the big structural, logistical things need to get covered. And so I think I just got up and I made that silly video, and I think that was part of me just like, I don't want to do what I'm doing right now, which is just having a little more of a serious conversation about this stuff. I think that's why I did it, to just like, all right, I'm just going to, film a little content, and it's not, I'm not doing anything really besides just being my goofy self and enjoying that for a moment. So, I just, not that I needed to give a rationalization for that video, but, I'm trying to get through a difficult stretch right now with not a lot of sleep and a lot of things on my mind. I am going to share one brief story here, and it's just, I hope I don't get overly emotional, but it's a little scary to do what I'm doing. I know two people in the Philippines, neither of whom lives in Manila, and so it's. And it's not like I'm isolated. Again, this isn't The Martian, where I'm the only person on the planet. I'll be connected to people. I'll be talking to my friends and stuff. Probably more so than I do now, I would imagine. But something that was really touching was, I sell everything on Facebook Marketplace, which I've said 50,000 times. And but one of the customers that came that bought a simple thing, and he bought this big giant jar of marbles that had been in my family forever. I think they were my grandfather's. I'm not sure, but they were always around. They were just marbles, colorful marbles. Turned out those are popular. So if you have marbles at home and you don't want them, get them on Facebook. People collect marbles, they're into it. But you know who showed up and bought the marbles was a Filipino gentleman. And I talked to him briefly downstairs, and then he had an interest in something else that I had, and I was immediately comfortable with him. Typically, nobody comes up to my unit; everything goes out into the parking lot, into the lobby. But he was just a real warm, friendly guy. So he came up and he picked up another little item that he was interested in, and. And this is part of the reason I'm moving there. He immediately, when I told him what I was doing, he said, take my phone number. If you have any questions, before you go or anything, he told me where he was, which is, not far from one of the people I do know. not far, outside of Manila. He said, I still have family there, but anything, if you want to shoot me a message before you go, any questions about anything. And he goes, and once you get there, he goes, I have family there. And it just was like, that's the way people are there. And the fact that he extended himself, and he was sincere, and you know why I know he was, because 6 weeks later, I messaged him about sending balikbayan boxes to the Philippines, these big shipping boxes, which I've already sent one, and I'm going to do a big a video on packing my next one, and then give all the information about the company, how you do it, where you can ship it to, cost, and I'll do a little deeper dive on that. And I asked him about that, if he had any recommendations, and he did, and he immediately said, pick this company number one. If there's any problem with that company, here's the number two company that you should choose. And he just, and once again, he told me this, and he said, yeah, and if you need anything else, I'm around, just shoot me a message. So it just, people are cool, and it's, I don't know, I don't know what's going on out there in the world, and not to sound, weird, but it was almost like, of all the people that could have come over to my home and bought a jar of marbles, it was a Filipino, a guy born there who was very friendly, very warm, a smart man for sure. I know that, and that's who showed up here. So I don't know. Call it luck, call it whatever, but it was touching, and I do know that I have people looking out for me, but these days it gets a little, it can be a little scary, and I'm just being a little transparent that this process is, and you can get through it. Lean on people, share your thoughts with people, share your vulnerabilities with people, let people know that it's a little scary proposition at times, but yeah, that's what I wanted to share today. Long video, I realize. I'm working on that, but sometimes I just say what I gotta say. All right, everybody, please, by all means, hang loose. And we've gotten to the point where I do have to say, like, subscribe, and share. Why not? If you don't ask for things in life, you may not get them. Okay.